The epic dream saga of UltimateManChapter VIII, the sixth dream, Beelzebub's Andro-Medium. Andro-Medium, the embodiment of evil, awaited me at the tower's summit. His form was a fusion of flesh and machine. The insectoids sneered, confident in their creation's invincibility. But I was Ultimate Man, the embodiment of hope and unwavering determination. The fate of the world hung in the balance as we clashed, our powers colliding in a cataclysmic struggle. As I charged forward, the swarm of insect-like robots attacked with relentless ferocity. Firing a barrage of bombs, a volley of bullets, and their fast movements tested my reflexes and agility. Yet, I fought back with unwavering determination, each strike fueled by the memory of my team's sacrifice. In a blur of motion, I swiftly evaded their attacks, using my incredible speed and strength to dismantle their ranks. With each blast and slash, I shattered their metallic bodies and sent them crashing to the ground. But their numbers seemed endless, and I knew that my true enemy awaited me within the tower. Finally, I reached the tip of the towering structure, its ominous presence casting a shadow over the battlefield. The pulsating energy emanating from within told me that Beelzebub awaited my arrival, ready to unleash his diabolical power. As I ascended the towers, I could sense the weight of Beelzebub's malevolence growing. The air crackled with otherworldly energy, and the twisted laughter of the devil himself filled the chamber. The tower's defenses were formidable, and every step of the way was a battle in itself. But I refused to be deterred, my heart filled with an unshakable determination to see our mission through to the end. With a final burst of energy, I launched myself into the air with the force of 1,000 hurricanes. The tower's defense systems activated in a blaze of light and sound, all manner of weapons firing at me with deadly precision. But I refused to falter. With the fate of the world on the line, I soared ever higher, my eyes fixed on the prize that awaited me at the top of the tower. And as I approached the summit, I knew that my destiny was at hand. As I soared higher and higher towards the summit of the towering edifice, the battle raged on around me. The tower's defenses were formidable, and all manner of weapons were being fired in my direction. But as I dodged and weaved through the chaos, a powerful blast hit the tower, shattering its foundations and disrupting its energy grid. Around the world, people gathered to fight back against the forces of darkness. From every corner of the world, warriors of every shape and size rose up to join the fray. The tower fired indiscriminately, unable to focus its firepower on any one target, and chaos reigned supreme. With the opportunity to strike at hand, I pushed my body to the limit, flying faster and faster towards the summit. The tower seemed endless, its towering form stretching ever upwards towards the heavens. At long last, I reached the top, my heart pounding in my chest. And as I looked around, I saw that the top of the tower was still being built, a round table of all kinds of people of every nation sitting around it, making decisions for the world. Their faces were filled with terror as they looked upon me. The elite cabal sitting around the round table looked upon me with fear in their eyes. They knew that I was here to stop them from unleashing the devil incarnate upon the world. With a mighty roar, I landed on the table, shattering it into pieces and causing the cabal to scatter in terror. As they ran, one of the cabal members sprinted towards the people trying to activate the android, urging them to hurry and release it before it was too late. The others hesitated, warning that the android might not be controllable if activated too forcefully and that they needed to weaken its power. But a corpulent man in a suit stepped forward, pushing his colleagues aside, and bellowed, "No! Release the devil now." With a deafening roar, Andro-Medium, known as Beelzebub, was activated. Its eyes glowed a menacing red, and it let out a piercing screech that echoed through the tower. The cabal members, who had been so eager to bring the android to life, were the first to feel its wrath. Beelzebub's massive arms tore through their flesh and bone, causing them to scream in agony as they met their gruesome end. Amidst the chaos and destruction, the android monster stood tall, its iron body gleaming in the light. The room was filled with the stench of death as it devoured the criminals who had sought to control it. With a cruel laugh, the beast turned its red eyes towards me, the last obstacle in its path. And he spoke to me, saying, "How, son of man, do you think a body of flesh can defeat a body made of iron?" It taunted, leaping towards me with incredible speed. In a flash, I dodged its attack, narrowly avoiding its deadly claws. The ground shook with each blow it delivered, tearing apart everything in its path. The clash of titans reverberated throughout the city as UltimateMan and Andro-Medium collided in an epic duel of cosmic proportions. The ground trembled beneath their feet, buildings crumbled in their wake, and the sky crackled with energy. With the power of flight, I soared through the air, evading Andro-Medium's devastating blows. I unleashed sun waves from my hands, an explosive display of electrical charge that illuminated the battlefield. But Andro-Medium's armor, forged from the most indestructible metal ever known, absorbed my attacks with ease. Andro-Medium retaliated with overwhelming strength, his every strike carrying the force of a meteor. I withstood the onslaught, my ultimate suit absorbing and redistributing the immense power, allowing me to hit back harder than two planets colliding. The battle intensified, each of us pushing the limits of our abilities. Andro-Medium's massive machine gun fired explosive rounds, each impact shaking the very foundations of the city. His targeting system, linked to his eye, made him nearly impossible to miss his target, but I maneuvered with lightning speed, dodging his barrage. As the battle waged on, my strength began to wane. Andro-Medium's resilience seemed inexhaustible, and every blow I landed only fueled his fury. Desperation gnawed at the edges of my mind, but I refused to succumb. With a burst of determination, I channeled the energy of the sun itself, drawing power from the very core of my being. My attacks intensified. Each strike was infused with the scorching might of a supernova. Beads of sweat mingled with the sparks of my exertion as I unleashed a relentless assault. But Andro-Medium stood firm, his metal visage a mask of defiance. The battle reached a crescendo, the clash of our powers creating shockwaves that shattered the surrounding landscape. The cityscape became a canvas of destruction, a testament to the cataclysmic clash between good and evil. As the battle raged on, the weight of the world's hope rested on my shoulders. Fatigue threatened to consume me, but I refused to yield. With a final surge of strength, I delivered a devastating blow, a culmination of every ounce of power I possessed. The impact reverberated through Andro-Medium's indestructible form, and the dust of the blow covered him. For a moment, it seemed as if victory was within reach. When the dust dissipated, there he was standing, unfazed then. With a primal roar, Andro-Medium unleashed his true power. His body surged with otherworldly energy, his very presence becoming a maelstrom of destruction. With a single strike, he sent me hurtling through the air, crashing into the remnants of a skyscraper. Pain seared through every fiber of my being, but I refused to give in. Despite my years of training, I had never faced an opponent like this. Its strength and power were beyond anything I had ever encountered. It was like fighting a force of nature, an unstoppable entity that would destroy everything in its path. As they closed in, my team was able to join me and fought valiantly beside me, their individual powers blending seamlessly in a symphony of heroism. Aja, the Senegalese warrior with arms forged from titanium, punches, her strength unmatched. Marinus, known as Ingenious, tapped into the depths of his psychic abilities, sending powerful waves of energy that disintegrated the oncoming swarm. Jan, transformed into an indestructible titan of tungsten, smashed through the ranks of the insectoids with thunderous blows. Sylvana, the fearless Scandinavian shield maiden, blasted the insectoid on all sides, her unwavering resolve inspiring us all. Quan, the master of martial arts, moved with a grace and agility that seemed otherworldly, striking down the insectoids with unrivaled skill. But I refused to back down. With a fierce determination burning in my heart, I stood my ground, meeting its attacks head-on. Blow after blow, I fought with all my might, each strike bringing us closer to the edge of destruction. As the battle raged on, I knew that there was no turning back. The fate of the world hung in the balance, and I was the only one who could stop this monster. As I faced the towering android monster, he moved with blinding speed and punched me with his iron fists, smashing me with tremendous force towards the ground. I narrowly dodged the crushing blow and realized that my fists alone could not defeat this invincible enemy. But my triumph was short-lived, for the horde of insectoid soldiers swarmed towards me with relentless determination. They were a formidable force, their vast arsenal of devastating weapons and chitinous exoskeletons glinting in the dim light. Joop, the renowned Dutch commando, displayed his exceptional bravery, picking off the enemy with precision and deadly accuracy. And Rasputin, the brilliant Russian engineer, worked tirelessly, fine-tuning the ultimate suit, enhancing our arsenal of weapons and piloting Transformer Men. Yet, despite our combined might and unwavering determination, the insectoid army seemed relentless. Our struggles were intense, our movements a blur of action and reaction. The battle raged on. Each step forward was accompanied by a dozen setbacks. Amidst the chaos, a pivotal moment arrived. I glanced back at my team, their faces etched with determination and exhaustion. Their wounds were evident, their strength waning. It was then that I knew I had to make a difficult decision. Its metal frame glowing red-hot from the intense heat. Leaving my teammates behind, their words of encouragement echoing in my ears, I charged forward toward the heart of the enemy's forces. I could hear their shouts, promising to hold the line and buy me the time I needed to face Andro-Medium, the monstrous android that had plunged our world into chaos. Andro-Medium, the towering android monster, turned its attention toward me, its eyes glowing with malevolence. It lunged forward with blinding speed, its metal fists aimed at my chest. With lightning-fast reflexes, I activated the thrusters in my ultimate suit, propelling myself upwards, narrowly evading its devastating strike. As I soared through the air, my hands emitted brilliant beams of solar energy. I aimed my palms at Andro-Medium and unleashed a torrent of scorching sun waves, each blast hitting its mark with precision. The creature staggered under the onslaught, into me, shaking the very foundations of my being. I felt the weight of defeat bearing down upon me. As I faced the towering android monster, its metallic form gleaming with malevolence, it lunged at me with blinding speed. Its iron grip closed around me, squeezing tightly, threatening to crush me. With a surge of desperation, I managed to slip free, narrowly evading its crushing blow. But I knew that my fists alone would not be enough to overcome this invincible foe. In the midst of the chaos, a sudden stillness enveloped the battlefield. The cacophony of destruction faded into an eerie silence, and I could hear the ominous scuttling of 1,000 insectoid soldiers approaching. The swarm of insectoids closed in, their numbers overwhelming. Their piercing screeches filled the air, sending chills down my spine. But I refused to yield. But Andro-Medium was far from defeated. It retaliated with a barrage of explosive rounds from its massive machine gun, the deafening roar echoing throughout the battlefield. I weaved and dodged, relying on my agility and flight to avoid the lethal projectiles. Yet, one shot grazed my side, searing through the armor and leaving a trail of smoke. The pain fueled my determination. I channeled my ultimate strength, my fists becoming like celestial bodies hurtling through the cosmos. With a thunderous roar, I charged toward Andro-Medium, delivering blow after blow with the force of 1,000 supernovas. Each punch rocked the android's frame, denting its impenetrable metal exterior. But the relentless onslaught took its toll on me. My body ached from the strain, and exhaustion threatened to overtake me. Andro-Medium seized the opportunity, striking back with unyielding ferocity. Its mechanical fists crashed Tanes. With the power of flight propelling me forward, I soared above the sea of adversaries, unleashing torrents of sun waves from my outstretched hands. Each blast obliterated scores of insectoids, but they seemed endless. As I neared the towering figure of Andro-Medium, I could feel its aura of invincibility. It stood fully encased in the most indestructible metal ever created, radiating overwhelming strength. Equipped with a massive machine gun that fired explosive rounds and a targeting system that made it almost impossible to miss, Andro-Medium was a foe unlike any other. Our battle was titanic, the clash of our powers shaking the very foundations of the tower. I struck with every ounce of my strength, my blows hitting harder than two planets colliding. But Andro-Medium, unyielding and relentless, countered each assault with equal ferocity. With each passing moment, I could feel my energy waning, my limbs growing heavy. Andro-Medium's unrelenting attacks pushed me to the brink of defeat. It seemed as though all hope was lost, as if I would be consumed by the very darkness I sought to vanquish. But in that moment of despair, a surge of determination coursed through my veins. I remembered the unwavering spirit of my fallen comrades, their sacrifices and bravery. Their memory fueled my resolve, igniting a fire within me that burned brighter than ever. A flicker of light flashed within me. Their spirits infused my being, giving me the strength to rise once more. The air seemed to vibrate with anticipation as a voice echoed in my mind, commanding me to tap into my true power and to scream my name that nothing can withstand the word. Without hesitation, I channeled the depths of my being, recalled all our battles, and the true reason why I am. Remembering it all, I summoned every ounce of strength left within me. I gathered the remnants of my power for one final assault. As Andro-Medium lunged for a devastating blow, I evaded with lightning speed, leaving it momentarily off balance. Seizing the opportunity, I unleashed my ultimate move, the sonic wave that carried the weight of my name. The reverberations of my sonic power spread like wildfire, engulfing the hellish swarm of soldiers and the formidable Beelzebub in a consuming inferno. In an instant, the once indomitable Beelzebub, believed to be invincible, crumbled to ashes, unable to withstand the sheer force of my sonic onslaught. A desperate scream tore through the air, a testament to his overwhelming defeat. Andro-Medium shuddered, its indestructible form finally yielding to the force of my ultimate strike. It toppled, crashing to the ground with a thunderous impact. He let out a final roar of defiance, its metal frame cracking and crumbling under the overwhelming force. Enraged by the annihilation of his army, Beelzebub, his metallic form seething with fury, launched a relentless assault upon me. But I was prepared, my determination unyielding. I charged forward, the ground trembling beneath my feet, closing the distance between us with unwavering resolve. "Ultimate Man!" I roared, my voice transcending mere sound, carrying the weight of my conviction and purpose. I unleashed a primal scream, my voice reverberating through the very foundations of the towering structure. The sonic wave that erupted from my vocal cords ripping through the air, obliterating everything in its path, tearing through Andro-Medium's metallic armor, leaving it vulnerable and exposed, and sent it crashing to the ground, its metallic shell shuddering under the tremendous force. As my voice reverberated through the crumbling tower, a surge of power coursed through my veins. The ground beneath me quaked as the energy erupted from my core, creating a shockwave that sent the insectoid soldiers flying in all directions. Their chittering cries filled the air as they tried to regroup, but they were no match for the might that had been unleashed. They were all obliterated by the overwhelming destructive voice of UltimateMan. As Beelzebub unleashed his full might upon me, I braced myself, channeling every ounce of my strength. With a thunderous impact, my fist collided with his chest, the force of our clash echoing throughout the battlefield. And then, in that pivotal moment, a transformation occurred. With the power bestowed upon me as UltimateMan, from within my hand, a fiery sword emerged, ablaze with an otherworldly light. Guided by an unknown power, it pierced through the very core of Beelzebub's metallic body, tearing through his defenses piece by piece. The resounding sound of metal rending filled the air, harmonizing with his agonized cries. With each devastating blow, the pieces of Beelzebub's once invincible form scattered, his reign of terror shattered. The fiery sword, an extension of my unwavering determination, carved a path of righteous destruction, and as the last remnants of his formidable body disintegrated, a hushed silence fell over the battlefield. Piece by piece, it disintegrated, until all that remained was a heap of shattered metal. As the colossal android's body disintegrated, the once formidable tower crumbled and collapsed, its structure yielding to the chaos that ensued. Debris flew in all directions, filling the air with a whirlwind of destruction. Amidst the mayhem, I felt myself lifted into the air, carried by the force of the tower's demise. I stood amidst the wreckage, my body bathed in the aftermath of the cataclysmic clash. The victory, hard-fought and earned, pulsed through my veins, a testament to the indomitable spirit of heroism. The once invincible foe, reduced to mere fragments, was a testament to the power of unity, determination, and unwavering resilience. But even in the midst of triumph, I knew that our battle was far from over. There would be more challenges to face, more foes to vanquish, and more darkness to dispel. As the echoes of the battle faded, I turned my gaze toward my team, their faces etched with both exhaustion and triumph. The power within me remained. Together, we had weathered the storm of adversity, our individual strengths melding into an unstoppable force. Each member of our team, Aja with her titanium arms, Marinus with his psychic prowess, John with his hulking titan form, Sylvana with her unwavering courage, Jupe with his unyielding bravery, Quan with his mastery of martial arts, Rasputin with his brilliant engineering, and Golman the Transformer Man with incredible arsenal had played a crucial role in this legendary battle. And as we stood united, a beacon of hope amidst the wreckage, we knew that we would face whatever challenges lay ahead with unwavering resolve. For we were not merely a team of superheroes, we were a family bound by our shared purpose and the unbreakable bonds of heroism. Together, we would continue to fight, to protect, and to inspire. In that suspended moment, as the remnants of my dream faded away, I was slowly opened my eyes to the reality of waking life. Yet, even as the remnants of that fantastical world slipped away, the lessons learned, Ania, the strength of my voice, the unwavering determination that had echoed through the dream still resonated within my being. The power to overcome adversity, to rise above challenges, and to embody the very essence of heroism transcended the boundaries of fantasy. In this reality, I knew that the battles I faced might be different. The enemies I encountered may take different forms, but the core of who I was, the embodiment of ultimate man, would persist. The indomitable spirit, fueled by flight, sun waves pulsating through my hands, and the resolute strength of the ultimate suit would guide me in my real life. Andro-Medium, Beelzebub, Baal, or Moloch. The names and forms might change, but the concept of an unbeatable foe was a universal truth. I understood the weight of struggle, the feeling of defeat, and the uncanny challenges that awaited me. But armed with my powers, my unwavering resolve, and the unwavering support of my team, I stepped forward into the world, ready to face whatever darkness dared to confront me. The battles may not be as fantastical as my dream, but the victories would be just as significant, the triumph of good over evil, and the embodiment of hope over despair. The legacy of that legendary battle would forever be etched within me, a beacon of inspiration and a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. I would carry the lessons learned, the bonds forged, and the heroism displayed as I ventured forth to fulfill my destiny, to protect the innocent, to champion justice, and to stand as a symbol of hope in a world that often teetered on the brink of darkness. And so, as the remnants of the dream dissipated, I embraced the challenges that lay ahead, knowing that the power of my voice and the strength of my will would guide me through the tumultuous journey of life. The legacy of Ultimate Man would live on, an emblem of unwavering heroism and the unyielding pursuit of a brighter tomorrow. And then, in an instant, I woke up. The battle, the struggles, and the triumphs. They were all part of a vivid dream that had consumed me. But even as I opened my eyes and returned to reality, I knew that the power of my voice and the strength of my will would stay with me forever, a testament to the triumph of good over evil, of hope over despair, and of love over fear.